Hi guys, my name is Tess and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I would like to discuss with you all of the books I read during February 2024. It's not the last day of the February when I am filming this video, but we still have like 3 more days left. And I was just thinking that after each month, I could maybe just sit down and tell you all of the books I read, and we can maybe recommend to each other some new books, or you can just gain some more inspiration. So currently I am reading one book. It's called Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before by Julia Smith. I'm in the middle of the book and I think that I will finish until the 1st of March. And what I think about this book, it's quite alright, but I think that I will again give it like only like 3 stars or something because all of the things have been told before. And on Goodreads I read a very nice comment or very funny comment about this book that somebody has told me this before. Currently, I'm reading this book to just start with. So the last book I finished was Everything is cked by Manson. I gave this book 2 stars and the rating on Goodreads for this book is like 3.69 stars. And Mark is giving in this book some kind of ideas about how to find hope in this hopeless world. And this language or this kind of writing may not resonate with everyone. It also hasn't really resonated with me. It was also very harsh language, and I don't know, just the book in general wasn't really my cup of tea. But when I start reading or listening to any kind of book, I just have the tendency to just finish it because I just cannot leave a book unfinished. Because sometimes when I'm reading a book in the beginning it's so bad, and then in the middle it just gets better and it just end up with 5-star rating. So that's why I'm always giving a chance to any kind of book. What I really liked about this book, that sometimes you just need to hear the truth how it is, and sometimes you just need to really be pushed towards some kind of insight, and you just need someone to tell you how it is very honestly and straightforward. So it was really nice about this book at the same time, but it just was not really my style. And this book also touched some philosophical concepts and also the issues we have in a society, but I found those solutions or the insights kind of repetitive, so I didn't really found so much inspiration in this book. It was not like terrible, but it was just not my style. I read by Mark another book which was called Art of Not Giving F key, and also I give it like 1 star. It's just not for me, and I just don't want to say more about this book. Maybe it will resonate with some of you, it haven't with me. Another book that I read during February was Convenience Store Woman. It was such a cute novel. I gave it a rating of 4 stars and Goodreads has 3.69 stars as well as with the previous book. It's interesting. And what I really liked about this book, that it was kind of like exploration of social norms and own individuality. It was really entertaining and also insightful, I would need to say, because the story was about the girl who just wanted to fit into some kind of society norms or standards, and she was like lacking, or she had like her own identity, but she was like struggling to just fit into this world, and she was just exploring the world in her own way, and people weren't kind of accepting of it. I just really like this book. This book was written in such a cute way and it was really funny and entertaining, but also at the same time you were also thinking about the society as a whole, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed this novel. It will also tell you maybe how many pages it had. The book before Everything is F has 288 pages and Convenience Store Woman has 163 pages. It was a really sweet novel. If you like some kind of short novels which will also give you some more insights about the society and norms and how everyone needs kind of fit in the society, but at the same time you don't need to, and also the society has some kind of expectation about everyone. If you want to read some kind of novel like this, I think you may like it. Another book what I read in February was The Power of Habit by Charles. Again, the names, I'm not native speaker, so I'm not going to even try to pronounce those names. I will just put the names and the title somewhere on the screen, and also maybe I will include some picture. I gave this book 4 stars and the Goodreads rating is 4.13 stars, and this book has 375 pages. This book is dealing with how habits are formed in our life and how transformative habits can be and how huge impacts the habits can have on our life. It also combines like scientific research with some like interesting and engaging anecdotes to just illustrate how really important is the forming of the right habits. Maybe some of you will find some of the examples repetitive, but I really enjoy this book. It also gave a lot of insights about the habits, about the mind, and about how just habits are formed in our minds in general. It also includes a lot of different kinds of stories based on real research. It was not like stories, it was like really research with some kind of people and how the habits are affecting their life. And also what I really like that it was really based on the science, on research, what was done on real people. And also I really like that he also explained how your habits can be formed in more a positive way and how can you find the right strategies to just pick the habits you want to focus more in your life. But also maybe some people may not find those case studies interesting, or you may not be really into reading some books when there is a huge research done. I don't know, maybe some of you just want some kind of entertaining books about forming habits, but I really find this book interesting as I am really into research right now and I just like to have more information about how the mind works and how forming habits can influence basically our daily life. Another book what I read is The Future We Choose by Christiana and Tom. I gave this book 5 stars and the Goodreads rating is 4.07 stars. The book is 210 pages long. This book was the first book I ever read about the climate change or how really Earth is just, you know, we are too many people and we are using basically all of the resources the Earth has and is providing us with, and it was really eye-opening. I really enjoyed this book and it also gave like real life scenarios what will happen in, let's say, 2030 or 2050 if we don't change our behaviors as a human beings. And also it gave like very practical insights and solution how we can actually become better human beings and how we can care about the Earth more than we are currently. And I just think that this is really a must read for everyone who is interested about the planet and climate change and the climate crisis in general. And what I really liked about this book, that all of the like solutions were really positive, all of the solutions were very practical and easily implemented in our daily life, as well as they also wrote this book in kind of like urgency, but yet you also find a lot of optimism in this book and also a lot of inspiring like opportunities, but also challenges that will basically transform your life. But all of the solutions they are offering will also give you some kind of hope for a better future or a better Earth in the future. If we act now, let's just stay with this, that it's a really nice book and you should maybe read it as well to just have some kind of background like what's going on, because also many people they have no idea what's going on in this world and what's going on with our environment and also how important our habits are and how we can change the future, as well as we need to, again I will just repeat myself, change also our eating habits as well, but it's the whole topic for another video. So let's move on. Another book what I read was Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I gave this book 2 stars and a rating on Goodreads it's 3.95 stars. And this book is basically dealing with some creative obstacles or challenges you may have. That's why I think I haven't really enjoyed this book, as I'm not in a creative industry. I am not an artist or a writer or anything, so that's why I think I haven't really enjoyed it. I was thinking that this book will be a little bit about something else, but like I said, when I start a book I need to just finish it. I just cannot leave it like that. So if you are someone who is a creative person, or if you are working in some kind of creative industry and you have just some challenges to find inspiration or motivation, I think that you should probably read this book. It will give you some new inspiration and insight on how to move forward or how to make some steps to just have another breath of inspiration or something like that. So she also gave a lot of like practical strategies or solutions for overcoming your creative blocks. If you are someone who needs a lot of inspiration for doing your creative task, I think that this book may be really helpful, as it will gives you a lot of insights. Another book that I read was Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. I also forgot to say that Bake Magic had 276 pages, and the book Girl Stop Apologizing, so on Goodreads it has the rating of 3.79 stars and it has 216 pages. And this book is mostly for women who are trying to achieve their goals and be authentic and confident on this journey. So if you have some passions or some goals you would like to achieve, it's a really nice book. I really like Rachel's personality and in a way how this book was written, and it was written in such a funny way, and I really align with her humor. But I think that maybe some of you will lack some kind of depth in her advices or something, that is really written also with some examples about her life, and through her stories about her own journey you may find some inspiration or how to also follow your path, how to follow your dreams, and how to follow your heart and be just authentic and create something in this world which is resonating with your passions and something what you are just called to do. I think if you are looking for a book that will help you to prioritize your goals, your dreams, and to just really find some inspiration on the way to achieve those goals, I think this book may be for you. But I think that also maybe what will be problematic about this, that her advices may be kind of repetitive, but still I just really enjoyed it and I found a lot of inspiration and how to pursue my dreams. They're not dreams, they are goals. I always say I don't have dreams, I have goals, so they also gave me a lot of inspiration on this journey. Because also what I need to say, I read I think in total like 13 books and I am reading the 14th because I was I think 4 days at home and I was just feeling so bad, so that's why I also read so many books. And I read all of the books by Rachel Hollis while I was sick. Another book what I read by Rachel was Didn't See That Coming. The rating on Goodreads is 3.63 stars and I give it 3 stars. The book is 227 pages long. What was this book about was how to navigate your life if you have some challenging situation currently, or if you have some kind of heartbreaking stuff you are dealing with, or if you just run into some unexpected things or stuff in your life. I think I just gave it 3 stars because I never ever had any kind of like big or huge challenges. I will just knock. This is our Eastern European way on how to just get rid of potential evil eye, to just knock on something wooden. I don't even know if this table is wooden or no, but it's okay. So I never really had to deal with anything terrible or anything bad in my life. So that's why I think I haven't really enjoyed this book as much as, for example, if I was dealing with, let's say, a breakup or with the loss of someone or something like that. So I'm really grateful I'm not dealing with any of those stuff right now. But if you are really going through some hard times, you may find this book very uplifting, and it will also give you a lot of insights and strategies and advices how to really overcome those challenges situation in your life. And she also wrote this book about her personal life and her personal challenges she was dealing with. So if you like this kind of approach that person will tell you their story and their advice how they're overcoming, you may really like this book. And the third book I read by Rachel was Girl Wash Your Face. The rating on Goodreads is 3.58 stars and my rating was 4 stars. The book is 220 pages long, and this book was again from those self-help books, and Rachel is navigating you in this book how to overcome your self-doubt and how to believe in yourself more, and just how to embrace your true self and who you truly are. What I really liked about this book, that she gave some again practical strategies or practical advices how to overcome self-limiting beliefs and how to overcome just self-doubt and live more authentically or live more with your passion and your true desires. So if you really liked some of the Rachel Hollis book, you may find all of those 3 very interesting, as I really enjoy her way of writing books and her humor, and just that everything is based on her personal experience and she's just giving you the advice on how she overcome or how she dealt with certain things. Another book what I finished in February was was Do It Today. I gave this book 4 stars and the rating on Goodreads is 4.13 stars. And I already read by Darius another book, or no, I read like 3 books in total by this author, and this book, Do It Today, it has 171 pages. This book is giving you some insights and practical strategies how to overcome when you are procrastinating. He's also giving you advices how to deal with it, and also why it's just important to not be always in this procrastination mood or this phase in your life. Of course, you cannot work 24/7 and you need a lot of rest as well. But if you have some challenges that you are stuck in one place and you just want to really start with your habits or start achieving your goals, this book may be really helpful. What I really liked about this book that it was very short and he went straight to the point and he just gave you the core of everything, and it was not like rambling about some concepts, but it was really nice written. And also in this book you found a lot of actionable plans how to overcome and how to really unlock your full potential and not be drawn by procrastination. And what I really like that it also had some research and scientific background, that all of the procrastination is dealing with your daily habits or how you form your habits, but at the same time it was very practical. It was not, like I said, rambling around, but it was really giving you the practical ways how to step out of this procrastination zone and just live your life to the fullest. If you just want to live fulfilled life and achieve your goals, you might find this book very interesting. It's very short and very sweet book, so I think you may really enjoy it. Another book what I read, I'm not going to say a lot about this book, it was 365 Daily Inspirational Stoic Quotes, and this book only has like 90 pages and I read it as an ebook. I gave this book again like 3 stars, and I don't want to say a lot about it. It was like basically just a collection of some quotes that you will read each day, one quote, and it's from like philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius. I think that everyone knows him. If you just want some maybe small little daily inspiration, you may read this book. But what's my problem, that those quotes are available on the internet and I saw many of them so many times, so that's why I only gave it like 3 stars. But if you are in this ancient philosophy or this ancient way of living, you may find this book really cute, because some of the quotes were really motivational and you will also maybe, I don't know, read it while you are doing your morning journaling and, you know, just think about some aspects of your life you haven't think about before. If you just want some short book to find like courage or motivation, you might just read this book as well. Another book what I read was How Successful People Think by John Maxwell. I gave this book 5 stars and the Goodreads rating is 3.94 stars. This book has 127 pages. This book is dealing like what kind of mental habits and mindset the successful people have and what are making them different from the basic or the general population or the people who are not really like successful in life. And also like success is very subjective, you know, we cannot just say that someone is successful because he has a lot of money, you know, someone doesn't feel like that. You also need to think very critically when you are reading those kind of books. But it was based on a lot of years of research and exploration of the world. I also really liked that it was again very practical, straightforward, and it was not very like repetitive what I read in the other books. I really enjoyed this book and I know that it's a very popular book, and it's also giving you some reasonable and actionable steps you can do in your daily life. So it's not only like based on the theory, but also it will give you some things you can do in your daily life and how to change your life. What I really like about this book was that it also highlights the power of positive thinking and also just how to make a better decision for yourself. So if you are a business owner, if you want to achieve your goals, or if you are maybe just, you know, you just want to improve your life, you may really like this book. It's really nice and it's very short, so you can finish it in one day or one sitting. Another book that I read was yeah, your finances. I don't know why I read so many books which has some dirty words in the names. I gave this book 3 stars and the rating on Goodreads is 3.28 stars. This book has 224 pages. I just found this book in our common waste room and I was thinking I never really read any book about finances, and it's a really nice guidance if you want to, for example, set some budgets, or if you want to start investing, or if you are someone who doesn't know a lot how to handle your personal expenses and personal income and just how to create a budget. You may find this book really helpful. I give it 3 stars because I already watched some videos, or I already am like kind of independent when it comes to finances. So if you are someone who maybe just finished high school or finished university, or if you just want to make smarter decision about your money, this book may be for you. It wasn't like really for me because I don't think that I'm making like bad decision when it comes to finances, and I think that also I have been dealing with my own finances since I was maybe when I was 20, because when I was 20 we moved abroad, and it's like I think 6 years ago or maybe even more. So that's why I was kind of independent when it comes to finances, and I also always knew how to save money, how to make smart budgets. So I also enjoy life, but at the same time I don't just, you know, spend everything. If you just want to learn how to take control of your finances, this book may be really for you, because it's also written in very practical way and it's also very easily digestible. You can just really find this book as a good starting point to learn more about finances. And the last book I read in February was Win Your Inner Battles by Darius as well. I gave this book 5 stars. Did you notice that I am really giving positive reviews this time? Like in the last video, all of the books were like 2 stars, and now I'm like 3, 4, 5 stars even. And the Goodreads rating is 3.95 stars. This book has 122 pages. What I really liked about this book, that it was kind of like a guidebook how to deal with self-doubt, fear and negativity, and how to overcome it in order to live a life with a purpose, or just to be aligned with who you are and what you truly want from life. It also had a lot of actionable strategies, as well as some like psychological insights and also some personal experiences from Darius. And what I really liked, that it was kind of like some guidebook how to also win the war with your inner demons or something like that. If you have some self-doubt or negativity inside of you, you may find this book really helpful, because it's also very short. You can just finish it in 2 hours and maybe it will completely change your life or completely change your perspective about how important it is to not be drawn by your self-doubt, or how to stop being just so self-critical, because also I know that many people are really critical towards themselves and sometimes it's just not good. If you have some inner obstacles you just want to overcome, this book may be really for you. And also Darius will give you some tools how to foster a growth mindset and how to cultivate some kind of like resilience, and how to just really focus on what matters in the life, and how to also maybe find your purpose, or if you even found your purpose, he will also give you some tools how to really clarify your values and the things you want from life. Also some strategies how to, for example, define your goals, align your action with your purpose, or how to be more self-aware and authentic as well. So I think I just went through all of the books I read. So if you read any of those books, just let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed some of the books, or if I'm too critical, or if I am, I don't know, too naive. Just let me know what you thought about this book. And if you have any more recommendation for me, just please share it down below, because I really like to overfill my to read list on Goodreads, as well as we can connect on that platform. I will just maybe try to put my profile on Goodreads in the description down below, and just feel free to give me a follow or send me a friend request, and then we can just discuss together any books or what we are currently reading. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. You can leave the comment and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So have a nice day and see you later.